there's something in the air. A rapidly accelerating digital exchange of information and ideas. Sharing, collaborating, connecting through HPC.
The focus area of the conference is meant to inform a very important debate that will be happening in the next several years.
It's really where everything comes together, so it's a great way for communities to interact.
Altogether, what we're trying to achieve is have much higher synergy to be happening in a much more proactive fashion, and the program is designed that way.
The diversity of technology that is here, the diversity of people that is here is just really exciting to be part of.
You can expect to be at the center of cyberspace.
I'm really excited about the SC11 conference because it brings together people from so many different cultures and backgrounds, brings together the experts in the field, and brings together the next generation of pioneers that are really going to evolve what high-performance computing is and how it's used. So we spent quite a bit of time talking about what's a real cross-cutting driving issue that affects the majority of the community that comes to a conference like SC11. And in almost every aspect of science and engineering and scholarly research, we know that data is really becoming the cornerstone of a lot of that work.
Data-intensive science is really science where data is the dominating factor, either as a challenge or as an enabler. So data-intensive science is about science that deals with massive amounts of data. So you see data-intensive science across the entire program of the conference. You'll see participation from the HPC community and also from new communities who are new to HPC and will be coming to discuss data-intensive science.
The focus of the technical program this year is sustained performance. It is an opportunity to discuss how real work gets done on high-performance computing machinery and how we may measure that real work, how much real work comes out of these machines.
There's a lot of times where we go and talk about what benchmark people have hit, what we're doing in terms of pushing the technical edge. But in the end, and we're still doing that, I should say, but in the end, it's what can you do with your equipment? What are you doing with your computing? What are you doing with your applications? What are you really going to use it for? Well, I think we have extremely high quality technical presentations, papers, posters, interactive capabilities of actually talking to folks, masterworks, you name it.
The quality we have maintained or actually improved in the sense of the review processes, the numbers of papers, and what is the cutting edge of HPC.
I think someone else I heard describing this is the county fair of high-performance computing. This is the place to be.
One of the activities that's new in the tech program this year is what we call the State of the Practice.
But this is where we start seeing the computational scientists, even the domain scientists who really aren't computer scientists coming in, with the people who are actually running large facilities, the people who are manufacturing equipment, the people who are developing apps, developing architectures. They're all in one place, and now they can have a free exchange of information.
We have other new activities, a new visualization showcase for demonstrating the impact of high-end visualization on understanding of science and engineering problems.
Exhibits is made up of research and industry exhibitors, and they're from all over the world. And so we really emphasize different communities in our exhibits program, and it's really where everything comes together. Well, so we have more research exhibitors this year than we've ever had before, and we made a concerted effort to go out and recruit people in data-intensive science. Particularly on the 6th floor, we will have a visualizations showcase and disruptive technologies and student cluster challenge. And maybe best of all, on the 6th floor, there'll be some lounge space with coffee and couches, and if you need a little extra space to unwind, that's maybe where you should go. And we actually have a few surprises for the attendees that I'm not going to reveal. We think that it's going to be better than ever.
Science is very data intensive. During SC10 last year, there were 277 terabytes of data transferred through SciNet for the 1 week of the conference. This year, we're expecting several of the research network connections to actually go to 100 gig connections, which is a factor of 10 faster than we've connected to them in previous years. Research Sandbox is where SciNet is trying to push more of the research side of networking and is working together with the technical program committee to actually have submitted proposals for doing interesting new network technology as a component of SciNet. So this is where we really kind of push the envelope of what's possible and what can be done within the network.
Well, the communities program, its role is to incubate next generation of supercomputing participants as a conference and also as an area. HPC is playing a role that will tie these communities together. So we help the international participants, especially when they come from smaller countries, to obtain visa, for example. And we give people we provide help to get people accustomed to SC.
We have a number of programs within the communities group, including broader engagement, an educators program, student volunteers, cluster competitions. And we also are doing a lot of outreach this year to try and build up a worldwide community of high-performance computing specialists.
The broader engagement program will incorporate the conference thrust of data-intensive science in a couple of ways. It's an opportunity for us to highlight the impacts of computing on communities and in this context. And so part of what we do is try to connect new people to the conference activities. And so we have a mentor-protege program, for example, where whatever the conference thrust is featured. We also have technical sessions aimed at the diverse audience of relative newcomers that we attract. We look forward to them joining our community. That's what the mentoring and some of the other activities are about, in making those connections. I'm hoping that we'll see that the attendees that we bring in through broader engagement, as well as everybody else, will see that HPC lies on the pathway to important elements of the future, and it's going to be pretty exciting.
So in the education program, we're both infusing data-intensive science throughout the sessions, and also we'll have a session specifically on how to do high-performance parallel I/O. My favorite thing about the conference is being around thousands and thousands of people who love the same things that I love.
When we think about the vast community of participants coming in from all fields of science and engineering and technology, we often wonder, so what's going to happen as a result of this? I think it's unpredictable, but the collection of these very intelligent people coming together, the entrepreneurs, the innovators, that together as a community, they're going to explore and identify new paths, new opportunities, and through that process, we will collectively come out with new knowledge and new understanding about the world around us. I think we're going to learn a lot in the process and discover aspects of science and engineering that we've never discovered before. New worlds will open up to us and transform the way we live in our world.